Now we're doing some work here on these HID units. In other words, we're changing the bulbs, we'll be changing the igniter wires running from the bulb to the ballast, and also checking the ballast. Now before I do all that work, I want to verify that the low-high beam switching solenoid is working correctly. In other words, on some vehicles, inside the headlight, you have a solenoid that switches the low beam to the high beam. So I want to verify that that's working in good shape before we do all this work, put everything back together, and then find out that the solenoid is not working correctly. Now we'll have this listed on our website at carsntoys.net under auto repair, and in the lighting section we also have a search box on the site as well. So if you're looking for anything else or just Acura TL stuff, just type it in the search box and it will come up. Additionally, in the description box below I will have a link for a playlist for Acura TL repair. So how do you find this low high beam solenoid? It's actually quite simple. If you take a look, you have one lens here, the second lens, and then the parking lights. In this case, this is your fog light, this is your HID, and again the parking light is on the right hand side or on the corner. You do not have to remove the front bumper to do this. In this case, the front bumper is off because we need to replace these HIDs, and to do that you have to remove the headlight assembly. But to do this test, by all means, you can keep your front bumper on. In this case, the only thing that I will recommend is maybe you have to remove your battery to get clear access to the connections back here at the headlight. So if we take a look, just by matching up the outside of the headlight, I know that this is toward the left, which is the fog light. So that we keep alone, we can just leave it the way it is. And then if we look to the right of that, we have another connection right here. This is for a ballast. This is a ballast for an HID unit. So this we leave alone as well. Now to the right of that, you have this guy right here. Now this is for your low high beam solenoid. So let's go ahead and remove the harness connector, then turn this counterclockwise so we can remove it from the housing. And then you have a red and a black wire. Now red is your positive and black is your negative or ground. So if I take a look on top of the terminal, left is red, and then that middle terminal right there is black. So you can use your car battery, you can use any power source. In this case we need 12 volts, and apply that to this harness connector, and we should hear an audible sound letting us know that the solenoid is working correctly. Now let me show you how I'm going to do this. So here we have, this is a LiPo RC battery pack, but again you can use your car battery for this. And what I'm going to use are alligator clips. So we'll hook up red to red, and then again grabbing our solenoid here, red is the left prong. Okay, so we'll hook up red to the left one. Now be very careful when you do this, because obviously you don't want to cross the wires. And then let me just make sure you guys can see this all. We have a black lead, hook that to the black wire on your battery, or your battery, your car battery on the negative terminal. And then once I hook up this black lead to this harness, we should hear a clicking noise. So we can hear the solenoid turn on and off, and that verifies that this is working correctly. Now in your case, if you don't hear anything, then unfortunately you have to replace it.